My fellow Americans, today I come before you with a matter of great importance concerning the transparency and accountability of one of our nation's most elite institutions, Harvard University. For too long, Harvard has operated behind closed doors, enjoying the privilege of billions in federal support while evading the basic questions of public oversight. It is no longer acceptable for a university that benefits so greatly from taxpayer funds to refuse reasonable requests from the federal government. We are demanding to know the names and countries of origin of every international student enrolled at Harvard University. This is not an unreasonable request, it is a matter of national interest, fairness, and transparency. We, the American people, have a right to understand who is coming into our country on student visas, who is benefiting from our world-class educational institutions, and how those institutions are managing the significant federal support they receive. Harvard, with an endowment of more than $52 billion, continues to act as if it operates entirely independently from public accountability. But let me be clear, when you take federal funds, when you operate within the borders of the United States, you answer to the American people. This demand comes after Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem took decisive action to terminate Harvard's participation in the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, a critical certification that allows universities to enroll international students. Without this certification, Harvard cannot continue to admit foreign students into the United States on student visas. Harvard's reaction: they ran to the courts. They sued, claiming violations of the First and 14th Amendments, arguing that they are somehow above the rules applied to other institutions. Judge Allison Burroughs, appointed under the previous administration, issued a temporary order siding with Harvard, arguing that immediate harm would come to the university's campus if the administration's policies were enforced. But let me ask you, what about the harm to the integrity of our immigration system? What about the harm to American taxpayers who are footing the bill? What about the harm to American students who deserve fairness in admissions and opportunity? Elite universities like Harvard have become the symbol of everything that is wrong with the modern academic establishment. They claim to uphold principles of free expression and diversity, but time and again, they have failed to protect Jewish students from the rising tide of antisemitism on campus. They have hidden behind the facade of progressive ideals while resisting any efforts to make their admissions, funding, or governance more transparent. Our administration is taking a stand. We are not just asking for names and countries to play political games, we are demanding this information because we are serious about national security, serious about the integrity of our educational system, and serious about ensuring that taxpayer money is not funding institutions that defy accountability. And to those who say Harvard can simply fund itself from its vast endowment, let me remind you, Harvard has $52 billion, they should use it. Stop coming to the federal government asking for grants, handouts, and special favors when you are sitting on one of the largest university fortunes in the world. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot claim poverty when you are flush with cash, and you cannot claim independence when you are dependent on the goodwill of the American taxpayer. We are also supporting new measures in Congress to increase the tax on wealthy private universities' investment gains. For too long, these elite schools have made billions off their endowments, enjoying favorable tax treatment while regular Americans work hard and pay their fair share. This new spending bill will ensure that these institutions contribute more meaningfully to the public good. We will no longer allow universities to hide behind their gates, their endowments, and their legal teams while ignoring their obligations to the nation that has made their success possible. This is about fairness. This is about accountability. And this is about standing up for the American people. Harvard's leadership should take note. The days of special treatment are over. You will answer for your policies. You will answer for your financial decisions. And you will answer for the foreign students you enroll. We are not asking. We are demanding, on behalf of the citizens of this great nation. We are committed to rooting out antisemitism on campuses, making sure that no student is threatened or marginalized because of their identity or beliefs. We are committed to ensuring that diversity efforts do not cross the line into unfair discrimination or political indoctrination. And we are committed to making sure that elite universities operate under the same principles of accountability and fairness that every other American institution is expected to follow. This is not just about Harvard. This is about every institution that has grown too comfortable, too arrogant, too insulated from the realities facing everyday Americans. The federal government will no longer turn a blind eye. We will demand transparency. We will demand accountability. And we will demand that these institutions remember where their responsibilities lie. We respect the tradition of academic excellence. We respect the role that elite universities have played in advancing knowledge, innovation, and leadership in this country. But respect does not mean exemption. Respect does not mean immunity. And respect does not mean we ignore the pressing issues of fairness, security, and justice. Harvard must provide the names and countries of its international students. It is a simple request, one that any responsible institution should be prepared to fulfill without hesitation. The American people deserve to know who is entering this country under the privilege of a student visa, especially when those individuals are enrolling at universities that rely on billions of dollars in federal support. We are standing up not just to Harvard, but to every elite institution that thinks it can operate without answering to the American people. We are saying, no more. No more hiding behind endowments. No more ignoring the concerns of citizens. No more benefiting from taxpayer money while pretending to be above the law. The time has come for change. The time has come for accountability. And the time has come for every American to stand up and demand that our institutions, no matter how wealthy, no matter how elite, no matter how powerful, answer to the people they claim to serve. Thank you, and may God bless the United States of America.